creating graphs in Excel. How to go from this data to these graphs. So the first thing you're going to want to do is create a new Excel document, and you're going to select the first cell, which is 1A, and start typing in your question that you asked on your survey. Then right below that, you're going to want to write out your responses or choices that you gave people to respond to. So for example, homemade pizza versus restaurant pizza, which do you prefer? And since these responses are a little larger than the normal size of the cell, you can click at the top and kind of drag the cell over and make that cell longer so it can fit the actual words. Then in column B, next to each response, you'll want to type in the number of responses that you got on your survey. So this is your actual data. And then what I'm adding at the top here are the number of people, just kind of identifying what that second column represents. So once you're there, you'll want to click and drag to select the 4 squares, in this case, of the data that you want to graph. Then you're going to click on Insert and look at all the different options for charts to design. So as you click on each one, it'll kind of give you a quick look at what the graph's going to look like. So you can see here I'm playing with different bar graphs, but I think in this case, there's lots of different options for chart types, but my favorite for this particular question would be a pie chart. So looking at the different options, I really like the 3-dimensional chart. Again, you can kind of click through once you've selected the chart, what kind of style you want it to be. And then at the top here, you can double click on the chart title and type in the question. So the question will now be the title of your graph, and the data is automatically generated there for you. And then I'm just showing you guys on the side here different options. You can play around with the text, the style of the chart. There's lots of different ways to kind of make it your own. And then when you're all done, you can kind of click on the side and you can drag that whole chart around. You can even cut and paste that into a new document or PowerPoint. So I'm going to show you guys one more example. In this example, the question asked for multiple responses, and that is how many times people ate pizza each month. And so again, I'm just kind of, you're going to want to do this for every question that you put on your survey. So I jumped down quite a bit into the document past my first chart to put in the next set of survey data. And you'll see here that I had the text was pretty long, so you can actually select the box and click up on wrap text to make it kind of wrap around and fit into the cell. And then I'm typing in the current options that I gave people to select on the survey. So 1 to 5 times per month, 6 to 10 times per month, and so on. So again, once you have all your options put into the cells, and next to each option you have the number of responses you got from people, you'll be able to click on Insert, click drag to select all of them, click on Insert, find the graph. In this case, a pie chart, maybe not the greatest. So again, it's really important to kind of look at what kind of chart is going to work best for your data. So for this question, I preferred a bar graph. And so I selected this one. Again, you can double click on the chart title and actually put in the question that you asked for the survey. And then in this case, since I have an X and Y axis, I thought it would be better to also include the title of what the X axis represents as well as the Y axis. So when you click on a chart, there's an option to edit it, and you can add a label for the X and Y axis. So I clicked on the box and checked it off that I wanted an X and Y axis labeled on my chart. And you'll see here that I'm just typing in what each one represents. The Y axis representing the number of people that responded, and the X axis representing the times per month that people actually ate pizza. And again, you can move the chart all around, and there you go. There's your other option. Just continue on with your other survey data, anything that you got for quantitative data on your survey.